So this is the We Don't Have the Answers podcast, and we are here with T1 official. Well, not T1 official no more. It's Theo Johnson. Yeah, because you got to be professional with the thing now. All right. So is this attire cool for you?
What do you mean?
I look neat enough? Because obviously before you said that I look too rough on the podcast.
So what I was trying to say is presentation's important, you get me? And obviously
I agree.
I saw you doing this podcasting, and obviously I want to give you my advice.
Yeah.
And I just said, yo, your hair was all wild, beard was everywhere, and you looked like a werewolf and that. And then your boy was sitting opposite you and he had the freshest trim, and I was just like, yo,
I hear that.
it's all about presentation. You was letting the team down, you get me? So I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean?
I hear that.
Where you can, just pick it up a bit, you get me?
I appreciate the honesty still.
Because obviously you're my guy, I got you.
See, I was looking at it. 1 second, let me silent this phone. At first, I was looking at it like, you know what? I don't care. I'll bring my raw self to it. You get me? Like, if it's rough, it's rough, and if it's neat, it's neat. I ain't gonna try and make it neat for the day. But then when you said it, and then I was thinking about it after, and I thought, you know what? Because it don't presentation. It ain't even hard. You get what I'm saying? Better oil in the hair. You know what I'm saying? Nice, calm one. But what makes you be so honest?
This is stemming back from young. I've always just said what I think. I'm just a very blunt person. T1 actually standing for true one in school. But I thought true one was corny, so I said, yeah, just call me T1. But I've always been blunt and just honest and straight. And I feel like lying is fear. I feel like if I can't say what I want to say, there's a reason. Like, am I scared or... Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like, when you're young growing up, obviously you have to develop a filter when you come into professional settings and stuff like that. But I've always been a leader, so it's like it kind of enforced my bluntness and my realness, because I never had to answer to no one. I never had a boss. I never had to worry about, oh, if I say this, I'm going to get fired. So it started building even more. The more I've done all the influencer stuff and making my own films and everything I'm doing, I don't have to answer to no one. So I can be, but at the same time, it's doing that whilst also being polite, whilst also taking people's feelings into consideration. But I've known you for over 14 years.
I hear that.
So it's like, if I'm just going to give you the real, and I know you're mentally strong enough to handle that. You get me?
Yeah.
I'll always analyze, and I know who to say what to, basically. I wouldn't just be saying that to anyone. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. So with your name being True One then, or T1 standing for True One, is there a moment that you remember that it was like, all right, I'm gonna be called True One because you know what, I'm honest? Like, what was
no, it's just a thing what happened in school. You know how it is. It's like, it wasn't for nothing good. Like, people would be like, I'd be, you know, like in school you used to blaze each other, and you said like, I would say what everyone's thinking, regardless of whether it's politically correct, regardless of if you're thinking something and you look at me and the person's there, I'd say it, you get me? Or if someone's coming at me, then I would shut them down with the truth, you get me? And it was just like, that was just a thing. So then it was just like true one. But I never, True One, or I call myself that. It's something what nicknames get bestowed onto you, innit?
Yeah.
And that was something that people would like, yo, if you want the real, go to him and he'll give you the real. Like, even if someone wants some advice or whatever, I would just honestly say, I won't say what I think someone wants to hear. And I'm very similar to that now, as where and also I'm not a hypocrite. I'm very good at taking constructive criticism on board with everything in my life, you get me? Like, me and you've had conversations when I was blowing up and I was being cocky or whatever, and you've told me, yo, people are thinking you're cocky. I took that on board and tried my hardest to be more grounded, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I like the real as well. I don't just give the real, I take the real, you get me?
I hear that still. So, all right, talking about you being cocky.
Yeah.
Outside of me, do you see that perception of you?
Of course. Obviously, when I was younger, I always knew I always felt like I was special. I always knew I wanted to do big things. Yeah. But I'm in the hood. Bullets are flying past my head. I'm in the middle of 2 gang wars. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm just growing up around violence, knife crimes. My friends are dying from stabbings. My friends are dying from shooting. My other friends getting shot in the face. My other friends are in jail doing life. It's like, my favorite uncle told me, yo, And I told him I wanted to be an actor. He's like, yo, I love you and that, but you gotta be realistic, you get me?
Yeah.
And then my mum and dad like are workers. They just work their ass off, but they're not like, do you know what I'm saying? They're not industry or nothing. So come on, you gotta be realistic. You gotta go to uni or you gotta get a job. Like, no one's telling me you can do this, you can make it, you're great, you can become something great. So then it's like, I have to look in the mirror now and say,
anyone at your childhood point saying there was no one person that was
letting
like,
me know that anything was possible other than a 9 to 5? No one. So then I had to find that from within, and that's what I'm saying. When I give everyone advice, I always say it will come from within, even down to happiness. I feel like happiness comes from within. I can give you £1 million.
Yep.
If you want to be sad with that million, you're going to be sad. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Everything comes from within first. And it's like, I saw myself as having bare disadvantages. There was memes flying around, Birmingham accent. Everyone saying they want tall, dark and handsome. I'm only 5'9". I'm not 6 foot in. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like I had them disadvantages and I'm thinking, I still want to be great though. But I like, even though I'm not 6 foot and I haven't got a London accent and I'm not from America and I'm not from London, I still want to be great. So you know what? I'm that guy. From now on, I'm that guy. No one can tell me nothing. And when I started telling myself I'm that guy, I started to become that guy. And when I'd walk into the room and give that aura off, some people are not in the position to reciprocate your energy. That's one. And two, you're going to make some people feel uncomfortable because not everyone advances at the same time as you. So when I've got this vision and I see the success I want, not everyone's there yet. So then some people, it's almost offensive, like, rah, why does he know? How come he's moving like he's something? Like, none of us are anything here. None of us are special. Whereas me, I'm saying, yo, I'm special. I'm the man. But I'm not saying I'm the man, you're not the man. If I see another guy who's the man, I'm like, yo, you're that man. You're that guy. You get me? You're the man. You get me? I'm the man too. But you're the man too. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why it's like when I've met certain other people in the industry, we've been able to coexist and I've been happy and I've gave them opportunities. You get what I'm saying? Because I know that no man's an island. The more people in my circle who are 30, it's only going to make more winning. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I was talking to you earlier about being competitive and stuff. Like if someone does 100 push-ups, I'm going to want to do 101. So I need to be around people on stuff. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear that.
So it's like, the problem is I'm being that guy unapologetically around people who can't handle it, people who don't understand why I'm doing it. And I had no filter and I didn't, because I was growing. It's like, I didn't know how I was starting to appear, and it was okay. It was okay until, like, for example, like I said, when I'm in school and I'm just little Theo, when I'm being cheeky or when I'm shutting someone down who's tried to come for me, it's calm. But when I'm Theo Johnson, who's been on Channel 4, and I shot someone down who tries to come for me, you're only shotting man down because you've been on Channel 4. He thinks he's sick because he's on Channel 4. When I turn up and I'm late for something, my bad, I'm late. It's just Theo being late. But when it's modeled for Adidas Theo, who's on billboards everywhere and I'm late, you're bougie, but look at you just turning up late, think you're sick because you're on Adidas. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, there's me trying to tell myself I'm that man and give myself that confidence, and people feeling that and feeling away. So that is on me still, but there's also the other side of the things that are being thrown on me and my labels that are being attached to me now because I'm building a presence and I'm starting to do stuff, you get me? And people are starting to see stuff, and it's like, it's hand in hand, and some people are going to hate on you and throw stuff on you. And then at the same time, you're going to be proud of yourself. When I almost can't believe that I'm here. I can't believe that I've done this. Some of my friends are dead. You get me? The things I achieve or the emails I get and read, I'm like, I can't, like when Nike hit me up and man go to school carrying JD bags. And man use that as our bag. I don't want a bag. I want a JD bag. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That will have holes in it. Like the books are breaking out the other end. I'm rocking that until it falls off. You get me? And then JD are hitting me up like, yo, we want to give you money to come to this event, and we want to send you clothes and a link so you can get free clothes.
Yeah.
That was gas, them moments of gas. But when I'm come back to the hood and I'm saying, yo, yeah, JD's patting me still, I'm just gassed and I can't believe it. But when everyone, that's not their reality.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm just flexing on people.
Yeah.
Even though I'm just trying to be happy with my friends. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's a thin line.
Okay.
But it definitely was me too. Like, and then it becomes a thing when everyone's telling you you're not gonna make it, and when you visibly see people hating on you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm human. I'm gonna double back and like, yeah, what about now? You get me? How about now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna double back on people, and then that's gonna get out too. Oh yeah, he flexed on this guy, or he flexed on because they deserved it. But that's not gonna be. No one knows the story. So it's like if I just flex on a one guy, he's gonna feel the way. He's gonna tell and he's like, yeah, man, he's just doing that because he's this and he's that. When really, that person could have done something to me first. You get me? And
I hear that.
when you're growing up, you're petty as well.
I hear that.
So I started modeling for Adidas when I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Channel 4 thing came in my teens as well, 19, 20.
When do you feel like I'm the man, what people would perceive as cocky, when do you feel like the I'm the man started? What age?
From 16.
Okay.
Before anything, I was the man. Before anything, it just started to be a thing when I had things to back it up. When I never had nothing to back it up, it's just he's cheeky or he's cute or he's funny or let's roll with him. He's witty. It was compliment. It's complimentary. Yeah. When you ain't got nothing behind your name, no accolades. You're not a threat to anybody. You got no money. I'm broke. I'm all of these things. Mm-hmm. It's witty, cute, funny, cool, popular. Like there's no
negative.
There's no negative connotations because no one feels uncomfortable. They just think, yeah, he's just doing his thing. He's just like us. He's just in the hood and he's just expressing himself.
So have you always deep down believed you're the man? Was there any points or has there been any points where it's like, I'm saying it still, but I'm not sure?
So it's like, when it comes to entertainment, so it's like there's loads of different mans in it.
Yeah.
Like I always said, Uzak to me was the businessman. Like Uzak from young, Uzak had Click Jones popping off and you was doing your media business and you was businessman. You had a studio, what you was renting and hiring. My brain was all over the place. My finances was so up and down and sporadic. I couldn't imagine having rent at time when because I'm sure man was like 18, 19 and Uzak had the studio or something or even younger. Like to me, why would you the man? Like 30? Impossible. That's how I look at it. You are doing the impossible. Like that's stress. You man must be rich. That's how I'm looking at it. But it's like academics as well. Like I'm classed as ADHD, dyslexic, all these things in school. And I didn't know how to tell the time until like year 7 or something. Like I was dumb. I was in all the low sets. So, when it comes to academics, I never thought I'm the man in that. But same time as these academics, I'll do a dancing competition. I'd win. An Indian coach came into school to do Indian dance with. Everyone was saying I was the best there, and there was loads of Asians in my school. Yeah, like. When it comes to dancing now, I'm the man. When it comes to entertaining, I'm the man. When it comes to acting, I'm the man. But when it comes to academics, I'm quiet. You get me? I can't be the man with everything. Okay. And it's like, I never looked at myself and said, I'm the best footballer or I'm the best basketballer or I was never that guy. I didn't play video games. I didn't care for video games. I'd play it with my family. I never went online and played games. So I'm not the best at FIFA. You'd never see me chatting all that. You get me? So I'm the man was very focused and tunnel vision in what I'm good at. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. But I always believed, even though I'm not going to walk around like giving out compliments or walk around, you know what I mean? Brown nosing, but I see special people. Yeah. And I will let them know they're special in that way, or I'll give them a compliment in that way. Yeah. And even in the hood, that's shone on because even if someone has a nice jacket or I'll be like, yo, that top's cold, my guy. You're sick. And my cousins around me be like, what are you doing, blood? Like, it's weird. Like, my mentality was always positive and light.
In that scenario, what's the issue with you saying to
I
someone
don't know.
that
It's
they're
like
Jaffa?
beggy, or I don't know. The people who I'm around, it's just we don't mob like. It's just anti. It's just
Okay.
you letting the side. You looking soft. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I never had that mentality.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm around it. You get me?
Okay.
So it's like my mentality is just different. I'm always positive. I believe everyone can shine together. I don't think anyone can box food out my mouth. I don't think I'm boxing food out of anyone's mouth. I feel like what's for you will be for you, and everything's already written. So it's going to happen regardless. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear that. So, all right. So, you see how you said, obviously, different people are the man for different reasons.
Yeah.
Let's say you're in a room with the man. So let's say me, for instance, you're in a room with me and you feel like I'm the man because I'm good with business and I've got a business. Do you think that because you're not the man in that sense, it makes you more push and let it be known what you are the man in?
No. So for me, it's like I can acknowledge what you're good at and that's you, but that's your life, innit? I'm going to be me regardless. Whether you're there or not, or whether you're a man too or not, I'm going to be me. And I'm going to let everybody in here know I exist, because I don't know who's in here. There could be a casting director, could be someone who's a director, could be someone who's auditioning for something, it could be another actor. I want everybody to know just in case. So when they leave the room, they remember me in it. I need to be remembered, and they need to spread the word that there's a special individual called Theo Johnson. That's just me. It was like the early stages of networking before I knew how to send an email, or before I knew how to reach out to certain corporations or businesses, or start doing stuff myself. My first bit of networking was just letting everybody know my CV.
So when you look back now, do you feel like that more worked for you or hindered you?
Again, both. There's rooms around, there's people that didn't like me, and there's people that probably done stuff to block me or whatever. But at the same time, there's people that loved me, and there's people that brought me through in certain opportunities because of how I was being. So it's like, you can't take the rough without the smooth. You can't take the smooth without the rough. I don't regret nothing because I was growing and learning, you get me? And I'm a stronger individual because of it. And if, let's for example, say that blocked me 1,000 times. Yeah. For every time I got blocked, that's strength, that's growth. That's me saying, all right, I'll do it myself. That's me saying, all right, I'll make a film and it getting millions of views. That's me saying, all right, then cool, I'll raise this money myself, and raising 70 grand to do just 2 drops. Yeah. Every time someone stopped or blocked, or, do you get what I'm saying? It's shown my character, and then reaffirmed that I'm the man because then I went away and done it anyway. Do you get what I'm saying?
So mentally then, when people...
Resilience.
When people are looking at you and thinking, he thinks it's this, he thinks it's that, and now you're hearing this and it's like, bro, you're being misunderstood almost. You get what I'm saying? How does it feel, and is there a mental toll with being continually misunderstood? Because I feel like, especially back in the day, let's say maybe like 5 year ago period, almost everyone thought T1's the cocky guy. Yeah. So is there anything that came with being misunderstood in that way?
It's funny, because it's like everyone who met me, wow, I didn't know you was going to be like this. Oh, you're actually a nice guy. Oh, you're actually really nice. So it's like, bam, there was a cocky element, and then me just being unapologetically me, or over talking about my accomplishments, or being overly happy or proud of myself in a room full of people who may not have as much achievements or accomplishments, so it just feels a bit awkward for them. Yeah. Then there's a point where I'm gone, I'm ghost, I'm not even about anymore. So then I just remembering this cocky guy, and then all of a sudden, 100,000 views on an Insta video. But what's happening in that Insta video? I'm playing the hero. I'm playing the guy making fun of someone else, or I'm playing the guy getting the girl. And then I'm doing videos with people, and I'm the man, or I'm winning because I've wrote it. So then it's like, even though I'm ghost and I've grown and I'm not that guy anymore, and I've learned how to filter myself and how to gauge who I should tell things to and not to overshare. Even though I've learned all these skills, now it's just Instagram. I'm going viral, 250k views, 1,000 views. Everyone's phone, it changed.
It's him being
and
man
now
again.
he's got 100,000 followers. And he's on Channel 4 and so it's like this geezer. If he wasn't cocky before, he's definitely cocky now. And then that's when I've started doing school talks. I've started doing workshops with kids. I've started bringing people in. I've started extending my hand down to uncredited actors and putting them in shows with credited cast members. You get me? EastEnders, Blue Story, Top Boy actors. I'm putting uncredited people in scenes with them. And then immediately they're like, I never knew you was like this, or I didn't know you was going to reply, or when I give, thank you for that advice. No one's helping me. No one's giving me, I didn't think it was going to be you. So in the long, maybe short term, it didn't feel great, but in the long run, it's been more rewarding because now I'm changing everyone's expectations. And also certain people who probably needs to leave me alone have left me alone. You get me? The people who would have been vultures or scrounging off me, or they thought, nah, he's bougie, I'm not even going to bother with him.
So it's kind of worked in your favor.
It's worked in my favor, and it's like, how can I regret when I still went and did whatever I wanted to do? Do you get what I'm saying? No matter the blocks, I just went and done it anyway. And now it's added more strings to my bow, because if I just landed TV role after TV role, I wouldn't know how to write a script professionally. I wouldn't be able to charge for my scripts, which I do. Through COVID, script writing saved me. I was getting money from just writing scripts for people. I wouldn't know how to make my own film and confidently head a project. I headed a full production company, hired out a prison, hired out Airbnbs, filmed with multiple cast members at like one time. I'm sure there was like 30, 40 cast members in just 2 drops. And I was the head of that project. I wouldn't know how to, if I was just, say Raised by Wolves, I was on season 8 of Raised by Wolves. Life would be nice, but I'd just be an actor sitting there with no skills. There would be no mental strain. I landed that role when I was 18, 19. I'd have been, from 19, I would have just been nice. No resilience, no none. But financially, I would have been good. But everything else, it's not much of a story. And it's like when I'm 50 years old and I talk to my kids and my grandkids and my kids. I was in the hood. I went for an audition. It was an open audition. I slapped it over. They were shocked, and they shocked that I didn't go drama school. And then they asked me to come back for one of the main guys. I slapped it over again and I got the role, and I've been rich forever ever since. If I just said that, it's a boring story. But I was on a TV show, dealt with bare racism. They plunked me back into reality. Now I'm back in the hood, but the money, it comes 30 days from the show. So I've got the money. The show comes out in a year's time. So now when my money's all done and I'm back trying to find another hustle, the show's out, everyone thinks I'm rich, my phone's blowing up. So now I'm dealing with that struggle and that mental strain, you get me? Everyone's looking at me like I'm rich now. There's no sympathy. There's no, let's help him. I'm reaching out to all these organizations that do grants for films and stuff like that. They're telling me I'm too experienced and I've got too much money and all them things. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm dealing with all them obstacles now. People think I'm gone clear. That if you fake it till you make it. I didn't have to fake it. Everyone thought I made it. You get me? So now I've got to lean into that now. I gotta be that guy. I got no choice. Do you get what I'm saying? I can't do anything else. I can't go Tesco. People will be taking out their phones, laughing at me. So now it's like make or break. You get me? I got this all or nothing, get rich or die trying kind of thing. It's one of them.
I feel that still. I feel that. So, in your career so far, has there been moments where you felt like you should be getting put on where you're not getting put on?
1,000%. All the time.
All the time?
Oh, constantly. I feel like it right now. I feel like it right today, like to this date.
So how is that?
No one cares. Work harder.
How do you feel?
No one cares. Work harder. I look in the mirror, I say, no one cares, work harder. I've just made history. Like, again, people might listen to this, roll their eyes, he's being cocky.
Yeah.
I typed in Google to check, because obviously Google's got all the answers. I typed in Google, who is the first One Extra presenter to have a show airing outside of London? It says Theo Johnson. I got gassed. I looked at it for ages like, this is mad. I'm just a little boy from the hood. One of my best friends is dead. And my 2 other best friends I walk school with every day are doing life in prison. No date, IPP. So it's like, out of 4 people, I'm here and I've make history for Brum. But the blogs are silent. It's on BBC News, it's on Newsbeat, it's on Google. The blogs are silent. Someone comes out of Love Island, or someone trips over and falls over, or someone does something nasty at New Year's, they're all over the blogs, they're a celebrity. Someone dates a footballer, they're a celebrity. But I make history in Birmingham, the blogs are quiet. Do you get what I'm saying? But all through my life, I come off the Channel 4 show, I done workshops, I done a short film, I brought uncredited actors in a short film on anti-knife crime with Lorna Laylord from BBC, and it makes the news. And again, when I'm reaching out to Brum and saying, yo, I've done this, I see other men winning awards for films. I see other men getting like film opportunities and grants and loans. Like all the organizations in Brum that do film or acting are championing other people who haven't achieved or done what I've done. And then when I'm asking why, it's like, oh, I'm nice. I don't need that. You're already doing it. You're already good. No cap. Yeah. I've been told this. I've been told. I was 16 when I made a short film, and I got told,
what short film?
You're already the first knife crime. How old was I when I made that?
Okay, yeah.
I was like 16.
Yeah. And
it made the news and all that. I got told, then when I tried to do the grant it got told you too experienced for this one. I'm 16 and I'm trying, and I used my own like links and resources and my money to make that film. And now it's like I'm too experienced. So I should have just sit down and chill. Yeah. And then the people who they gave the loans to, they do one short film, they take a picture, and then they go back to work in a 9 to 5, or they give up the dream. I was like, for me, if someone's showing initiative, reward them. If someone's like done this and that by themselves, and I've got a grant, giving it to him so we can carry on his journey. I'm not going to go to knock on Bob's door and say, come on, I've got this for you. And he's like, oh, I'm not sure. Nah. Like, that's what was happening to me.
Yeah.
Even down to the Commonwealth Games and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, at the time, for my age group, there's no one else on Channel 4. There's no one else who's done BBC Doctors. There's no one at the time. I was the first.
The recent Commonwealth.
No, the old one. You know them when adverts started coming from Brum and all that.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, yo, hit me up. I was messaging all these organizations. They're like, yeah, we've got you. And then the actor, there was people playing a tennis player, someone playing a golfer. I'm saying, yo, let me play the actor. I've got you. They picked someone to be an actor, and I'm happy for him and I rate him. It's cool. But what does he do? He wasn't an actor before, and he's not an actor now, and he's just doing something somewhere, you get me? And all kudos to him, but I could have capitalized off the opportunity, added it to my strings to my bow, and kept on growing, you get me? So it was frustrating at the time, because I'm like, yo.
No, it's interesting still, because I've never really thought about it in that sense, where it's like they're pushing opportunities on people who ain't looking for opportunities.
Yeah.
So it's literally like, if you don't want this opportunity and you have nothing to prove you don't want this opportunity, we'll give it to you.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And it's like, for me, it's like, I always know you reap what you sow. With hard work comes reward, you get me? I'm doing all the hard work and then getting told, nah, you're too big. But I'm still young and still broke. I'm just making it look good. I'm making it look very good, but I need help. And I'm telling them I need help. And they're like, why are you always reaching out, man? You're good. You don't need that. Even down to the other day, I'm not even going to bait no one up, yeah, but there's a big production that's happening. I reached out like, yo, any auditions? Because I do acting as well, obviously. I'm known. Man, I see me make waves in the acting thing and the filmmaking thing. My films have made millions of views. I've got multiple films on YouTube now. Everyone knows I can act. It's not a question. I've landed multiple roles as well.
Yeah.
I've reached out. You don't need this. You're good. a big film. Everyone's multi-millionaires who's main cast. The guy who was heading it has told me I don't need it. I'm good. You're good, man. Just stay doing what you're doing, innit? You don't need this. It's like, bro.
How does that make you feel, though?
No one cares.
No. So
it's frustrating.
It feels
it's
like
frustrating.
No one cares. Yeah.
But then I say, and then I say, and then I think, you know what? No one cares. Work harder. You get what I'm saying?
Well, how do you feel about the fact that no one cares?
Huh?
How do you feel that no one cares?
Like I said,
and especially when the no one cares is continuous.
Like I said, honestly, when I was younger, it's like frustrating and why me and chip on my shoulder. But then when I look back now, and I'm like, raw, I got a film on Nines' channel. It's got 920k views. Like, I'm followed by half the scene from London to Birmingham. The biggest artist, Nines is a charting artist. My film's on his channel. He rates me. I speak to gigs all the time, cash, like it's normal. I'm in a game show where I host a show and he's there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, all these strings to my bow, the following I've built, it's been like, in like the last 7 years, a week ain't gone by without me taking a picture, being stopped, having a conversation with a fan. In 7 years. I haven't had a normal 9 to 5 in like 7 years or more. And now I'm on One Extra making history.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll be disrespecting God. If I wasn't counting my blessings, I can't be looking at
the negatives
because like I said, everything's written. I was good. They was right. That wasn't for me. God knew. Do you get what I'm saying? And every time a door closed, another one's opened. Every single time. I just done an audition for Supercell before my One Extra thing, and I got a recall, and it's like, me and Rapman, I know him in it, and he's told people that he likes me, but for that particular role, he wanted it to be deep London. You get me? Yeah. And the audition, it kind of set me up because it said do your own accent. Yeah. Because I can do London accent, but it said do your own accent. So I just done Birmingham, and then there was just like, it just didn't fit for him in it at the time. And I respect that. I got nothing but love and respect for Rapman, you get me? But as soon as I found out I didn't get that role, I got the call for One Extra. So it's like, when one door closes, another one always opens. Like, and I can, throughout my whole career, when I was younger, I was at the Birmingham Repetitive Theatre.
So do you think, so when you say like one door closes, another one opens, is that like you just trusting in God that?
It's not just trusting in God. God likes those who help themselves. You get me? God helps those who help themselves. So it's like, I trust in God to help me when I'm helping myself. That's what I trust in him to do. I know if I'm being idle, he's gonna like do what he does.
To work with if you
get me?
Idle. Yeah.
So yeah, I just know that I count my blessings every day, and everything that every no I've had and every L I've took, I've turned it into a W. So I can't really sit here and complain. The opportunities that people are saying they're big opportunities, life-changing, and that would benefit me, but I'm still changing my life in my way. Yeah. And like I said, the book's just more, the more and more someone says no to me, and the more and more I'm still relevant, I'm still existing, people still want podcasts, the more and more that, my book is just becoming more and more certain. Do you get what I'm saying? So
I hear that still. Yeah, because without these trials and tribulations, that's a very small book.
Nothing good in life come easy, you get me? It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that's still.